Hello and welcome back to Coldhams Common for another quadcopter video. I was able to give a slight recce to the area on this occasion, and I'm stood on the only bit of paving where there is, and there's the quadcopter. And the reason there's paving here is because well, the cows need somewhere to go for a drink. So hopefully we won't scare them off. Let's give this baby a fly. Well, in this first flight, you can see the cows at the water trough there. They keep eyeing up the quadcopter, but it's soon way above their heads. There's a sort of desire line through the grass towards that trough, and I soon realised it's created by the cows that insist on heading towards it in single file. Well, over on the right of the picture here you can see Cambridge United football ground, and over on the left you can see the chimney of the Cambridge Technology Museum by the River Cam. Now the camera swings round and you briefly see the traffic on Coldhams Lane. Now in the distance, as it's buffeted by the wind a bit, you can see Marshall's Airport, and somewhere around here I decided to come into land because this was just an initial flight and definitely not the highest of the three. So slowly down we come, back down onto Coldhams Common. Now in this second flight is our good friend the cows again, and we rapidly get above their heads, but they all turn towards us as if to say, "What is that noise? It's normally so quiet around here." Unfortunately, although I did get up quite high at the beginning of this flight, there's not a great deal to see because I just sort of ended up facing the tree line for a while, and I wasn't quite high enough to see past these trees, but I think we're at this point facing in the direction of Marshall's Airport. But worry not, because once it sort of settled at this height, and settled is a rather exaggerated word because you can see it getting buffeted by the wind, none of these movements are down to my control, I thought, it's stopped moving, and so I grabbed the controls, and not long after this you will see the camera swing round, here it goes, and start to face in more interesting directions, with Coldhams Common beneath us and those cows, and the chimney of the Cambridge Museum of Technology again there, and one of the footpaths across Coldhams Common. And then I was getting really ambitious at this point, and possibly even skillful with this thing, because I got it to lift up in height, and I'd set the height limit on this occasion to a quite ambitious 300 feet, so you can see more and more of Cambridge stretching out in front of us, and slowly managed to swing the thing round, and you see the traffic beneath us on Coldhams Lane, and to the right it's going over a bridge over the railway, and in amongst those buildings on the right hand side would be the Cambridge Centre for Computing History. But yeah, it's a really nice shot of the traffic, this, and just to the left is one of the entrances to Coldhams Common, and you can slowly see the quadcopter starting to come down now. It's very hairy once it gets up to 300 feet because your main thought is it's so much quieter when it's up there. You feel like you've lost contact with it, but down we come, down, 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 and you can see all the buttercups of Coldhams Common in front of us. Now the main thing you can see immediately is that the cows have deserted their water trough, and I was very lucky on this occasion because just as I was taking off, a train came down the nearby railway line. So if you look between the tree line in the middle of the picture, you can see that train going down the railway line and heading off to the left of the picture there, to the left of frame, just beneath the chimney of the Technology Museum. Get a very good view of that train. And over on the right hand side of the picture, the main landmark there is Cambridge United football grounds, Cambridge United's football ground, and you can also see that it's somewhat sunnier in the distance than it is at the launch site. But yeah, it's getting buffeted around in the wind a bit, but certainly a very high flight, and I did indeed take it up to about 300 feet in the air before slowly but surely bringing it back down to earth. And shortly I'll be able to hand over to a little outro from myself at the launch site. Here's me. So there you are, only a short video this time, just 3 clips in it, but thankfully in the third one we managed to get above the nearby railway line. I'm not quite sure what direction that railway line leads, but seriously cool to get a train into one of these videos.